Hello, Professor. Good afternoon, Kenji again. In this session, I am going to do my project, Model 2 project, demonstrating inheritance and polymorphism. Um, I am a big fan of the Prius, the model of the Toyota car. I own indeed two Prius right now. One I am planning to sell one of those to my brother. Basically, in this project, I wanna use the Prius, like the price, like speed, to prove I learned about inheritance and polymorphism. In my research, I discovered that previous plural term is pre, and I will use this word at the end of the main section demonstrating how it's implemented. So let's start with the interface, assignment instruction, create a public interface. So I create a public interface called model. In this part, I create two methods, variant method. This method will display depending on the model because Prius have different model like Prius C, Prius B, Prius plug-in, and depending of the year too. So also I want to create the MSRP method. The MSRP stands for manufacturer suggested retail price. So if you have a Prius B, it will display how much was the price when they released this car by the first time. Okay, now I have creating the parent class to implement the interface. So I create a parent class called Prius. This will be the superclass which contain data types. Then I am using abstract Prius to implement the model. So I implemented the interface model. Um, so three data types included. Actually, I include more of those. I include extras because I want to do extra. For example, I include the naming, I include the pricing, I include the year, and I include acceleration. Those are protected. Um, this one is depend of the values. For example, name string price because some you type they use cents. Int year because a whole number, and the acceleration is going to be could be decimal as well. So after that, I create a constructor. The constructor, well, the professor asked two different data types. I include more than three with four. Um, so just here, I have the constructor. Um, the constructor will declare all the data types, and then the getter and setters. Yes, I have four data types, so I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in total getter and setters. Then two methods, customized methods. So I would like to have the age of the car, the years. For example, the car. Imagine you own a Prius that is from 2024. It's a prime of new car. So what I did is a calculation to subtract 2025 current year and the model that you have, and then will give you 1 year. So that's the calculation I will perform for the age of years. And the other custom method will be public abstract double distance. So the distance, the biophysics, I guess, but the calculation that get the acceleration in 10 seconds. So how far does the car go in the first 10 seconds from zero? So just multiply the speed that reach per second by 10. We guess how far it goes. Then toString method. The toString method here I declare the car information, and then the name and the price. Two child classes. I am creating two child Prius B and Prius C. Let's start with Prius B. Both of them similar, just a little modification, I would say. But in the Prius B, I am extend for inheritance from another class. In this case, the Prius, which is the parent. Well, here I'm declaring the data types, and then I am overriding all of those. Since it's inheritance, it will have the previous already um, declared variables inside of it. So it's just you can use the override to modify it to perform polymorphism. What I'm doing here is that since we are talking about previous B, I am sure was released in May 2011 in Japan, and the MSRP method. So I am putting the name of the Prius B and then the price and the dollar. For the custom method, I mentioned it 2025 minus the year. It will give you the how old is the car and the distance, the acceleration of the car time 10. And then a two-stream method overridden. So basically, I am putting override the original. The original is car information, but I am overriding to have B model information. And then Prius C very similar extends Prius, so inherit, and then the override the name, and then I am moving polymorphism by declaring different March 2012 in United States. Similar method for the MSRP, and the override I am doing the calculation to have how old the car it is and the acceleration. And the two string I am putting C model information. Finally, um, for the portion of the main application. So for the main, I wanted to go deep into the Prius models and how it works. So they release more cars after the boom that they got a Prius. So in this case, I am comparing those models and its characteristics. I am creating the car app, which is going to include the main, so I have the same name, the public class car app. I am instantiating the objects of the child with 5 different objects, creating the Prius B, the new Prius B, um, the model B because it's the first one, the B2 which is the second one, B3, and the C and C2. So as you see, each one has different acceleration and price. So of course the C is cheaper and the B is expensive because B stands for versatility. Well, B stands for versatility. Sorry for my pronunciation. So the Prius B is a bigger, the kind of wanted to do SUV type of car from the Prius. Unfortunately, according to the history, didn't have too much popularity in the US, so they just stopped selling it. It was the RAV4 that surpassed the sales. Instantiated, okay, and then objects array. Okay, yes. So I was researching about arrays. Mention the previous plural form is pre. So I got the previous array plural pre, and then this is naming each of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objects. So then I wanted to use the loop for, so it will print out the 5 times of the array, right? Because it's previous and pre. So but I wanted to be a little creative, full report first and then print a little car and then previous to string, it will print the overridden method of previous B and C, the variant, depend of the variant, and the MSRP, the price. Later I will print the manufacturing previous the year and the how old is the car, the version, the distance in 10 seconds, and then previous. So it will print 5 times. So as a matter of fact, I wanted to run this program. It's a full report, and then it's printing a little car. The B model. This is the overridden, the two-string portion. Prius B and the price, and then Prius B was released 2011, and then it will give you the price. The finally is manufactured in 2011, and you do the calculation 2025 minus 2011, 14 years old now, and it gives you how much meter does it go in 10 seconds. It's really interesting. I really enjoy doing this calculation. The second one is a Prius B2 with this data, based on this data. So now, yeah, it's going to run the price. Is this the same year of fabrication, manufacturing? Good. So if the car is manufactured in 2016, it will subtract 2025 to give you a 9. And then depending on the acceleration it has, in 10 seconds it meters. Then the Prius B3, same, more expensive, of course, more advanced, 8 years old now, and the speed. Lately, I was going to do the C. Um, Now this information, the price, the year, and then how old is right now. Finally, the 2019, which is the last previous C, is 6 years old now. It goes up to 115. Now I wanted to go for the from the coding to the diagram. I wanted to show I have made a little progress on the diagrams. I think I'm more confident. The main class uses all this structure, but specifically starting with the interface, a public interface, which have the variant and SRP and abstract, and then the class previous implements our interface, right? So it has all the attributes, the price, the year, and selection is protected. The constructor, get and sellers, constructor, the custom methods of the abstracts, and the concrete method for the string. So then the previous B and C extend with the arrow, extends. Then have the four fields, the constructor, the custom methods, and the concrete method that we are going to override into the string, both of them the same, and the main class. So that's very much for my project number 2, Professor. Thank you for your teaching. I feel like I'm learning a lot. Thank you. Have a nice day.